We always will. All right. What
does that mean?
Natural church development, I'm sorry. Natural church development, which is a diagnostics tool that we're looking at for church health. We're going to talk a lot more about it tonight. Sarah's going to be presenting about that this evening as our co-NCD czar, natural church development czar. Basically, it's a research tool that helps you I don't want to go into a lot of detail, but to give you enough information on why I'm referring to it. It's a research-based tool that they just look at what are the common denominators of growing churches, not, you got to be like Willow Creek, or you got to be like South Tulsa Adventist Fellowship, you got to be like this church. What are the common denominators of all growing churches? What do you need to have to grow? And they help you diagnose where your weaknesses are and how to work on it. It's a fantastic tool, so we've done that. And we're in that process. We'll talk about it tonight. So we've got some of those things that we need to work on, we need to grow on, and at the same time we're looking at is now the time to start looking at launching. At the fastest this would happen would be a year from right now. From concept to reality, it's going to be at least a year. For a variety of reasons, one of those being when in the year you can plant something new and actually hope for it to work. You don't want to start something at the end of May. It's the worst time to launch something. Everyone in Idaho has run for the mountains. November is another really bad time because everyone's getting ready for Thanksgiving. So there's times that will work for us. So that's a brief, quick overview of the concepts that we're looking at, that we're talking about. I don't want this to run long. We're not going to do a lot of discussion today. That will come. This is to kind of give you the concepts that are there. Feel free to talk to myself, any of the ministry directors, to give more information or discuss it. What we are asking from you is if you would fill out this short survey. This is a web address. It's not the survey. Okay? Brian, would you pass these out since you're right there? Thank you. It's a short survey. It's about 8 questions, including your name. I hope that one works out okay for you. Just to kind of gauge where the church body is right now on this issue, where your heart is and kind of where God's beating within this community. It's something we've talked about for a long time, and so now we're looking at where do we go from here. What's the next step for us? So I'll take maybe 2 questions. Again, we don't want to get bogged down into a lot of questions. I want to make sure those are clear. If there's any, like, what?
Are you not going to tell us which one of those 3 you're thinking about doing today?
We're asking the church family really where your passion lies as you look at that part of the survey. Yeah, I want to lay out the options so you understand what they are and kind of the basic parameters of them as you're looking at what they do. Yeah.
What happened to the areas of involvement survey that we did some time ago that would you like to be involved in this? Did we do anything with those? You don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't. I'm sorry. I'll totally pull the blank right now. There was one that we did a lot of evaluation on the worship service and first and second service. That one we've looked at.
It was areas of involvement, whether we involved in reading and children's ministry. It was quite some time ago.
Oh. The reveal? No, that wasn't about.
It was what we did with
when we did the ministry fair? I believe it was done under other leadership under the ministry area, so I don't know what they did with it after that, and we've had a change of leadership at this point, so I don't know. We'll be looking back at spiritual gifts and things in the future as we're starting to move and looking at how to get people plugged in as we look at how we are the body collectively. That will be probably in January as far as sermon series and stuff like that. We'll be doing some of that and reevaluating spiritual gifts, things like that, helping people find what God's created to do. It's also an active part of the framework series. Yeah.
Are you planning on sharing with the people outside of the leadership team results from the NCD service?
Yes, tonight. Sarah's talking all about that tonight.
Okay.
Yep. We'll be celebrating our strength and looking at our challenges and our weaknesses and kind of where we are dealing with that. Done.
Well, if you start another church and tell them to go on their own, do you got to come over and be the pastor?
Depends what model we go with.
Well, somebody's got to be a pastor, though.
A lot of churches are lay-led and do fine. If we do a church plant, it would probably end up being a lay-led church plant, maybe with a little bit of oversight, but it would be a lay-led church plant. A campus is linked via video, and so it would be it would be a different format with having a church campus model. You know? All right, one more question. Anybody not get a survey card? Please fill those out in like today. That would be great. Tomorrow at the latest. Again, it won't take you long. If you need a computer, we've got them around here. We'll set you up on one. Take the survey quickly. All right, thank you all very, very much.